All right, hello everyone. We're checking out Waypoint Marker. I've not played this game before. I know a little bit about it, but not too much. So we're gonna go ahead and give this a shot. And all I really know about it is that it's got multiple different types of combat vehicles to play around with. So let's see what happens here. I've not seen anything past the screen. I do have my Xbox controller plugged in. It's supposed to be played with the controller, so go ahead and click on continue. My mouse cursor is still on the screen. I just did that clicking accidentally. I guess I have to kind of do that to hide the mouse cursor. All right, so we're doing gamepad now. Looks like our turret has a little bit of a lag there compared to our aiming with the joystick here, and then we've got looks like left and right is to rotate on the left stick here, and we've got, I guess that spiky thing is the waypoint. I do like how the little arrow thing kind of fades out there when you're pointing the right way. It looks like people are already getting up to stuff. Oh, hold on. Is there? Okay, there's no settings. So there's music, but I can't really hear it, unfortunately. Like I can slightly hear some drums. It's very quiet compared to the rest of the stuff going on here. Maybe I should play with the buttons. It doesn't look like we have like ammo or anything. I don't love how the reticle is like right on top of the tank there. Like you can't really see very well what you're aiming at, I feel. Or is that supposed to be? I mean, I guess you can use a little... No, never mind. I was gonna say you could use the little bit on the top of the tank, kind of like an iron sight or something, but it doesn't even line up that way. So, oh, okay. There's some auto aim going on here too. Actually, forgot I did see something like that before. What is it aiming at? Oh, it's trying to lead the target. Okay. It can be a little bit confusing. It might be nice to have something that kind of shows exactly what... What, did that guy just get hit by that? Oof. It's been a while since I played something that I have to aim with the sticks here, so it might be a little bit rough. But yeah, it might be nice to have something that indicates exactly what you're aiming at. Not just the where the bullet's going, but which target you're going for, you know. So these guys are shooting... I mean, they've been shooting for a while. I don't know what they're shooting at. Oh gosh. Now they're definitely shooting at me. Oh. Oh, is that clang sound? Is that me getting hit? This is not where I wanted to be. Oh gosh, I'm getting a little mixed up on the controls here. And yeah, it's a little hard to tell, especially like when things are grouping up and stuff. And things are getting a little chaotic, like exactly which thing I'm actually aiming at, you know? Definitely my experience so far. So is this... Oh, this guy's a friendly, I guess. Yeah, so my brain wants to do the halo thing where you just kind of... You basically point the stick where you want the tank to go rather than turning left and right, and then up and down on the stick is that... Okay, yeah, see, it's just hard for me to tell if it's like actually locking onto something or not. Okay, so even though it does lead the shots, it doesn't always do it very reliably. I mean, they don't seem to be doing any kind of movement that would... Like, they don't seem to be accelerating in any direction that would throw off your, you know, the shot leading computation. So it is a little curious. I guess I don't know, maybe it's not meant to be 100% reliable at that range or something. I don't really know. But you also can't really, as far as I can tell, you can't really do anything to compensate for it. Like you can't manually adjust it or anything. So seems like you ought to be able to do something like that. What is going on with these guys? My partner's still going to town over there. I'm just curious about what's over here. I'm kind of ignoring the arrow a bit. I guess my partner guy is probably going and getting himself killed or something. Oh, he's waiting for me. I guess that's what the I haven't really looked at the mini map. Oh, okay. Oh, we're doing a helicopter. Okay. Cool. Oh, I didn't try the other buttons, so forgot to do that with the tank. Oh. That's cool. And this is like so oh, okay. Bumpers are elevation here. Oof. Oh. Still going up. I guess you have a lot of acceleration, or is it? Okay, there's a number in the bottom left. I don't know what that is. Eight, 7, 6, 5. 4, 5. I have no idea what that number is. I can hear the music now though, so that's nice. I guess the tank engine is not mixing well with that. Okay, I guess that's a bad guy. Oh, okay. There's not so much auto aim on this one here. Kind of makes me want. I guess. I mean, I could use the mouse. It's definitely more comfortable for me. I'm a lot more used to aiming this kind of thing with the mouse for sure. And it does feel good. Like I'm using the gamepad and the mouse. So I can't, or can I? No, it looks like I don't have the elevation, the one to climb higher mapped to any of the mouse buttons. But yeah, it's kind of fun to just use the gamepad and the mouse in either hand. I like that kind of thing. Oh, we're supposed to go that way. So yeah, there's a lot of inertia. So definitely has a more of a light simmy feeling. Oh, I'm supposed to kill this thing. Okay. A little hard to tell. Everything is just kind of black looking, you know, so it doesn't really stand out as like something of interest, really. Or even, I guess the ones that are destroyed have flames spewing out of them, but like, is that my partner's leftovers or something? Remains? I don't know why I said leftovers. Not quite the right term for that. Wow, they're going to town already. I'm not so confident in evasive maneuvering right now. All right. Yeah, I mean, if I was making this, I would make the you know, the acceleration on, especially like moving left and right and stuff, I'd make it quite a bit faster just because I like the idea. I like the feeling of that kind of thing where you can, you know, strafe around and be a little bit more responsive, but of course it's not going to be as realistic, I'm sure. So, okay, I guess, yeah, see, it's just, it kind of looks the same as the stuff that's destroyed. So it makes it a little bit confusing, especially when I'm sitting here talking about other things and not focusing so much on just whatever. Oh, okay, so now we're doing, oh, okay, this is not the control method I expected for this. I knew there was a plane in the game. Oh gosh. And yeah, it's okay, yeah, I guess just takes some getting used to. Oh yeah, it's messing with my brain a little bit. Huh. Wait, what the heck? I was like, I didn't see the ground when I went over that mountain there, so I was like, where the heck am I? Okay, so I didn't really expect this. So when you turn left and right, it kind of pitches you towards the ground. Like you can't just level out and then turn straight right. You kind of nosedive, so you have to kind of correct for it, I guess, which is, you definitely do it. It's just kind of unexpected, and it also, like when I turn, say I turn to the left for a second, it kind of rolls a bit to the left, and then you can kind of compensate by pitching the nose up a little bit. But when you like try to change direction and you try to turn to the right, it you have to kind of wait for it to roll over and then start rolling to the right before you sort of start compensating for it. Like it feels sort of a little inconsistent in the way you do the input there because of that. Yeah, it's pretty weird. Specifically, like when changing directions, it feels very odd to me. Oh gosh. Something over there is kind of hiding in the... Oh, okay. Maybe I should use the mini-map because I can't really see where these guys are coming from. So there's red things over here. Okay, this is not the way to approach these in an airplane. Surprised that there's no auto aim on this. I know obviously it doesn't really make sense to have a lot of that on an airplane. You might not have much gimbaling. I don't know the real world reality of how much gimbaling may or may not exist. I know definitely some planes don't have any. Okay. Test out the the collision behavior there. I'm just kind of going in circles. I can't really see. I got to look at the mini map more. I'm not used to doing that so much, but kind of trying to rely on my eyes, but I'm not really seeing the what happened to the big green arrow that used to tell you everything you're supposed to go towards. Might be helpful, I guess. Is there? Okay, there's missiles on this thing. Probably would have been helpful. Oh gosh, yeah, and it's annoying that I can't just level out. Like once I start turning like this, I guess the only thing you could do is just let off the stick, but I'm just like I want to level out, but I end up like turning at the same time. It's a little bit annoying for sure. Maybe you could, does that just automatically lock onto stuff? Maybe you could have it level out a little bit faster or something. It might make it a little... I can't really see, like, when something may or may not be able to shoot me. What am I shooting at? Does that even... It didn't seem like it actually locked on to anything. I guess the number in the bottom left is your velocity. I don't know if that did anything. That didn't work. Okay, we gotta make a bigger circle here. It's one of the things that always annoys me about flying games. I mean, this isn't bad in terms of the... I have no idea, like, how do you... They are very accurate for the scenario here, but how do you ensure that it locks on? These do have lock on, right? Yeah, see, that definitely did. Yeah, I could probably use a little bit of tuning just for... making them hit a little bit less of their shots. Maybe some kind of, you know, one of these things where they might build up more accuracy over time or something, but it seems like they're just kind of nailing you a lot. How... I guess you're just expected to point the thing pretty much at them and then let off the missiles, and then they'll lock on. It'd definitely be nice to have some kind of indicator, but this is a really early build of this game, I'm aware, so there's a lot of, you know, details and polished things and stuff that we're not gonna expect to be in the game yet. At this point, where am I going? I guess I just look for the red things. Do I blow up these buildings? I guess the buildings are red. Those guys are shooting at me. That is a rock. What the heck? I'm getting annihilated by those shots. So you can destroy barracks. Oh my gosh, they hit so many shots. That's crazy. How many missiles do I get? Do they just recharge or something? Oh. Okay, well. Not yet, they don't. How many do you want? My gosh. Yeah, it doesn't seem like... I think I just ran into the ground there. I'm not sure if there is a reliable way to miss getting shot. I also think we might have the same sound effect for like the enemies taking hits and you taking hits, the player, which definitely you don't want to do. If that's the case, it seems like that might be the case, because that's obviously very misleading and confusing. But yeah, these guys are absolutely wrecking me. So in theory, oh my gosh. I mean, I assume that it does take time for their turret to rotate around, but it looks like they just kind of follow you all the time anyways. So you can't really just like try to get behind them or whatever where they can't shoot you, if that's kind of the way it's happening. My mouse cursor's on the screen. How long has that been there? Oh, I can still shoot while I'm dead. I'm playing with a mouse now. It does kind of feel more comfortable. I'm not used to using the gamepad for this kind of thing. Oh. Gosh, did that even... I'm not sure about the collision on that one. It kind of looked like it was high. I don't know if we have like a big collider on the player or something. I can't really see that guy very well amidst the FX there. Okay, yeah, it's real hard. Just I don't know how to like avoid taking damage. That's the whole thing here. Bonk. Yeah, it looks like they're hitting me when it's like not even. I mean, that's kind of like the cardinal sin of action games is when the enemy shoots something at you and it doesn't like visually collide with you, but it hits your collider because the collider's really big. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's what's actually happening, but it kind of looked like that a few times, so... Definitely, you know, consider having a separate collision for taking shots and stuff and making it nice and small. So there's no doubts when something hits you. Yeah, it definitely looks like they're like those shots aren't even really colliding with me. Like the actual mesh. And they are accurate, my goodness. Alright, being a little bit ambitious. I am having a better time of it with the mouse, funnily enough. Mouse and gamepad again. Well, maybe I just ignore the guys that are shooting and like kill the buildings, because that's I guess the oh, that one's not on the mini map, so maybe it's not that one. All right, I got to do this circling around. I can do sort of strafing run sort of deal, which is what I specifically designed my game, that you don't have to do those things. I guess we do have to kill all the shooty guys because they're, well, I don't know if you do or not. They're on the mini map. There's a green circle on the mini map. I wonder what that was. Find and destroy barracks. Yeah, I guess it might be worth having some kind of a distinction between what is and isn't mission critical, because I guess that we're going to have anything that's an enemy is going to be on the map in red. What is that circle? It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just to help you keep your bearings or something. Is that where you start the level or something? Do not shoot at me. Phase complete. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I guess that was better than trying to kill the things that were shooting me. Oh, we got a little what do we call this? Spectator cam. Okay. Yeah, so we had a discussion about the idea of if the different types of gameplay here like work well together or not. Oh, that kind of speeds you up. And my feeling after playing this is that maybe I don't really feel like it's enough to really have a strong opinion about that in its current form. Because, for instance, like when playing with the airplane, which is maybe, you can easily contrast the airplane gameplay to the helicopter gameplay, for example, because quite different vehicles and they have quite different control setup, and there's a talk of like how much complexity was in one versus the other, that kind of thing. But I feel like when I'm playing as the airplane, the thing that's holding it back for me is like the specifics of like how the maneuvering works, as opposed to the idea of like how complex it is or whatever, or like even how it's laid out on the gamepad and that kind of thing. I didn't really like the just the left and right movement very much, the way it is. It's one of those things. It's like a pretty small and simple thing, but just the current implementation of it didn't really feel right for me. So it's like when I'm playing, it's like that's where I'm getting caught up. So I can't really necessarily have a strong opinion on these other ideas of like how well this stuff melds together and that kind of thing. So yeah, I feel like I mean, I don't get the impression that it was like obviously weird to play the different types of vehicles together in the game or anything like that. So I'm definitely right now, in terms of my opinion of the experience, it just feels like I'd just like to see, what's here be more polished up and just a better sort of implementation of everything, as opposed to like, don't include this kind of vehicle or this gameplay or whatever. And like, that's not really how I feel about it. So yeah, I guess that's where I am with it. In terms of the other vehicles, like the tank and the helicopter, I mean, everything is kind of brief because there's just not that much game to experience at this point in order to have like a lot of opinions about everything. I guess it's just I think the thing to figure out is some of the kind of important subtleties of the different vehicle mechanics when it comes to specifically like the responsiveness, how maneuverable things are in general. I think that's where you kind of want to achieve some level of cohesion between the different vehicles. For instance, if the airplane feels very nimble or whatever, I'm not saying it necessarily does. It's a little awkward, but it is. I guess it is quite nimble. But the helicopter is like very, very inertial. I think that's where you can get a lot of the maybe that's the bigger problem of where different types of gameplay might not meld together. And that's kind of a way you can a broad way you can differentiate different vehicle games, right, and different approaches is like the inertial elements of it. That's something I think about a lot, is just how responsive it is to changes in direction, right? Because that has such a big impact on how you construct action gameplay. Like if you have something that's very responsive and very nimble and you could say lower inertia generally, then you could do a lot more dodging, a lot more of this type of quick and reactive sort of gameplay, whereas if something is slower and more inertial, then it's generally more of a, you kind of have to plan things out more, maybe a little bit more strategic. Maybe it's more about the finesse in the controls and that kind of thing. So there's a lot of things that you can kind of work out there, but it's all just tied into these very basic fundamentals of the design, where it's just like how quickly does the thing react when you press left or right and that kind of thing, right? So that's the thing I would focus on. And along with that, the other fundamental for action games is like, how do you intend for the player to avoid taking damage, right? So that's a big important thing. And without having a good answer for that, in my opinion, you can't really do much. Like, you can't really get anywhere with designing a game until you have that. You know, if it's an action game and you're doing combat, then you kind of need some kind of idea of like, what is more optimal play, and it really needs to be nailed down before you can really get anywhere with anything. So as far as my experience with it right now, it's like I can see where that could be implemented, but you know, maybe it's just the small amount of time that went into getting this done in time. You know, we don't really get a lot of that kind of stuff. Like, maybe the enemies are a little too accurate. Maybe they don't provide enough windows of opportunity for the player to exploit and that kind of thing. So yeah, so I would just say, you know, focus on those things, add a little bit more polish. And then once you have that idea of like how you want the player to be able to go about approaching combat, then you can think about like, okay, do I want to, you know, have something a little bit consistent between the different vehicle types in terms of that, right? It's like something you can work from, and that kind of thing. So that's my thoughts on it. I hope that made sense. Personally, I don't think, like, as far as the question of the airplane being more or less complex or whatever, I don't think that's something that I would say yes to, or like it needs to be different. I think it's just more that I don't particularly like the current implementation of it exactly as it is, just the turning essentially. And but maybe a different tweaked flight model or whatever would work better for me personally. Hopefully that was useful. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video.